Hey guys, Lunchbox here from the Generation Gap podcast. And before we start the show, I want to go ahead and let you guys know that you can follow us on Twitter at PicklestickPod, shoot us an email at picklestickproductions@gmail.com, visit our web zone, picklestick.com, and you can also find us on Stitcher and iTunes. Hello and welcome to the Generation Gap podcast. I'm Lunchbox.
And I'm Gleek.
And yesterday, we actually put off recording a day because I had to watch me some goddamn WrestleMania.
Yeah, I know. I get this fucking message like, fuck that. WrestleMania. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, like, I sent you that message as soon as I realized, like, what day it was.
Mm-hmm.
And about 5 seconds before I sent you that message, I had turned on my WWE network. And it sat there from the time pretty much I woke up to the time I went to bed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, I just watched their straight through programming. Like, I was not going to miss a goddamn second of this.
Well, I was gonna message you back and say, like, fuck that motherfucker. You record that shit. We got a show to do. And I knew it. I call it a psychic flash, psychic vision. I knew the answer. Fuck you, WrestleMania.
Yeah. Because, like, all day long, like, Sick Nasty,
mm-hmm.
he was at work all that day.
I bet he was griping his ass off.
He had to be there from 12 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
So like I sent him a text message and I'm like, dude, are you fucking seeing this?
Mm-hmm.
And like he didn't text message me back and I was like, bastard must be asleep. So I called him.
Yeah. And
like he's a supervisor, so like fuck's given about answering your phone call.
Yeah.
So he answers it and I'm like, dude, are you fucking seeing this? And it's like, I'm at work. I'll be here until 12. Like he didn't get around to watching it until like 11 today.
That's where you should have said, hot damn, spoilers.
Like, well, I didn't do that because like he doesn't do that shit to me back when I used to have to work when it was on. So like it's kind of like a mutual agreement. Like we both pretty much like don't look at our phones.
Yeah.
Like during the entire time, like a pay-per-view that we gave a shit about was coming on. Because like not only does the Bleacher Report give like match by match like shit of what happened, but also the WWE app on my phone does the same goddamn thing now. So I'll get like hit with two notifications and then I'm like, nope, delete. Like just clear that shit out.
But like I told you, you had the equipment. I've mentioned this before. Your ass sit and watched fucking wrestling all day.
All day.
Not one commentary. Not one nothing.
Like, I think it's better for me, like, if I was to watch a wrestling event, I would watch it once through live and then once through commentary. Because that's how a lot of indie promotions do their shit for television.
Yeah.
Is they watch it through either being at the event or on tape, and then they watch it through again and then record it.
I don't know, a live streamed Rage Fest could probably be pretty fucking interesting.
Well, yesterday with the amount of noise I had in my house, probably all that came through is like hearing crowd noise and air conditioning and like me eating fucking peanut butter jelly sandwiches being like, are you fucking kidding me? But like...
living the American dream.
Hell yeah. But like WrestleMania yesterday had a lot of its ups and downs.
Okay.
Like a lot of WWE events like have here lately.
Yeah.
And it's just because like they know what the fans want, but they don't want to give it to them. And they do like everything they possibly can not to give it to them. And
do you think it's like they're trying to give you a everlasting cliffhanger?
Well, no, it's not even that. They give you pretty much an ending point. Okay,
but I'm saying that they're dangling something in front of you, like,
oh yeah,
we know you want it. Reach for it.
No, they're not even acknowledging it. Like they acknowledge. They'll acknowledge it, but they'll make it like such a bullshit way of the guy that everyone wants to win, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah,
the guy that everyone wants to win, get the championship. They'll like fuck him over somehow in some way. And that'll just kind of like be the end of the story with Dean Ambrose around the title. It happened with him against Seth Rollins, and it happened again with him against Triple H. Because like, all right, back at the Royal Rumble. Before I get into this fucking story, back at the Royal Rumble, the champ at the time, Roman Reigns, who is the guy the WWE is trying to force feed down everyone's throat.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to make frog wah. Like we're the duck.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is the food, and the WWE is the abusive farmer that's just like fuck you, you're gonna eat it until your liver's fatty, and you're like, fuck you, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Don't give a fuck. Eat it.
Yeah. So
you know you want it. Now
so
eat it.
this is a baby face. Like this is like a baby face on like he's supposed to be more edgy than John Cena, but John Cena gets more like praise and cheer than fucking Roman Reigns does. Like every time, like last night, Roman Reigns like came out to boos. Like Triple H's like entrance was dumb compared to like his other ones. Like he's had some pretty cool entrances last night. So it just fell on its face. Like it was just stupid.
Yeah.
And like Roman Reigns came out, and he came out like normally comes out to the crowd. But people were just like boo the entire crowd. This is 100,000 people. Like they smashed the record of the Silverdome last night, whether it was 76,000 or 93,000, like the WWE.
Was
said.
it what you always called go away heat?
No,
or like they just
like it wasn't silence. Like it was a straight up just booing a baby face because like if you give no go away heat to somebody, you give like absolutely no reaction.
Okay,
like that's like we're so sick and tired of you. No matter what.
Well, couldn't go away heat also be if the crowd is literally wanting to sling shit and get the fuck out of the ring?
Like the heat.
Not. I'm enjoying hating you. I'm honestly thinking about charging the goddamn ring.
No, it's not like any heat that like Dirty Dutch Mantel got down in Puerto Rico and they almost like when he almost got stabbed a couple of times. But they boo Roman Reigns not as a sign of go away heat. It's a sign of so much like fan disapproval and that it's just gone like over the top. Yeah. Like there was such fan disapproval back when Batista came back and like Randy Orton was champion. It was just like fell back in the same shit that it was in between 2005.
So it's and I am disappoint heat.
Yeah, like we've seen this shit before. We're tired of it. We want something else. Yeah, like give us our guy and we'll be happy. You know, like for the 434 days that CM Punk was champion, everyone around the world, like every hardcore wrestling mark got in a circle and just started jerking off just really hard. But like I'm gonna go ahead and start with the main event because like it was the least eventful fucking match of the night. Like, and for me to say that about a main event, they had a women's match that was head and shoulders above this fucking main event. Yeah. And normally women's matches bore the shit out of me.
Can I take a guess on this though?
Okay.
I didn't watch it. I don't follow wrestling except for listening to you. Was there a whole bunch of women in there with like colored hair where it looked like a goddamn comic book? Yeah. How did I fucking know it? I fucking knew it. It looks like a bunch of goddamn troll dolls dancing around.
Yeah. The match starts out with Stephanie McMahon up on top, who's Triple H's wife, up on top of this like they have a stupid everyone is the same corporate drone mass like stupid corporation shit. Authority stuff, like no one gives a shit. Like we know you're trying to portray the bad guy, and trying to mash that with like Conan the Barbarian is literally boring. Is literally it's so fucking dumb.
This is the boss's daughter, right?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, like last year Triple H came out, like they had like a Terminator tie-in. No shit, came out and damn near like had his skull Terminator armor and shit on. Yeah, it actually looked badass though when he did it. It had like his like fucking crown that he always has on when he comes out to a WrestleMania. Yeah. And he lifted up both of his arms and there was like just cords of Terminator heads on it. But he comes out of this and they have like 2 rows of guys on both sides of the ramp. They're all wearing like the rubberized skull mask, the really high quality rubberized skull mask. It looks like Nazi trench coats and like boots and shit. But the dumbest part about it was all of them had a replica championship of the WWE title on their shoulder. Okay. And like here comes the champion with the title on his shoulder or on his waist. Like, so you're seeing like just all these fucking championships at one time. I'm like, whose idea was it to put a WWE championship? Like if they were just marching in behind him. Yeah. Like without like the titles on their arms, it would have been a whole lot better because it would have given like this is bad guy symbolism.
Yeah.
Because you have like Nazi soldiers marching behind you, like you're trying to be the leader, right? So that shit happens. Roman Reigns comes out, flurry of boos. Okay, like Triple H's like entrance takes 7 to 12 minutes.
Good God.
Yeah, and like most of it, like the last like 4 minutes could have just been cut off because it just continuously plays like his Motorhead theme of mine the entire time.
Just showboating.
Yeah,
showboating.
yeah. But here out comes Roman Reigns to his like boring ass music, and they have a big like star, like big projector LCD screen star in the middle of this like huge, right? They go over the top of a WrestleMania. And he does this shit where he acts like he cocks his fist because his finishing move is a Superman punch.
Okay.
Yeah, really inventive. Like let's go ahead and like I'd much rather see a clothesline. A clothesline can be made to look devastating.
Yeah.
A punch to the face. All right. First off, you're not over 7 feet tall like the Big Show.
Yeah.
2, Big Show is so old and like decrepit and like has giantism that he just needs to retire this year.
Yeah.
And like his moves used to be more intensive than that. You were like you were like 30, right?
Yeah.
You were like 30. You do a move that's so fucking stupid, and then you do a spear on top of it, which like 6 people, like 6 really popular, high-profile superstars, use spears for the end of their career, unless your name was Bill Goldberg, because they had taken so many injuries and couldn't like do those high-impact moves anymore. So
it's showy, but not as fucking. Yeah, it doesn't impact on you.
Yeah, it's one of those like both of his moves are like out of nowhere, fucking like finishing moves that just can be used at the most bullshit times.
No, I have to ask a question because once again, I'm the fucking ignorant savage over here that doesn't understand this shit at all.
Okay,
all right. And you say a Superman punch.
All right, you jump up in the air.
Okay, just jump up.
Just jump in the air and just clock the guy as you're landing.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah,
me?
like sometimes it's a running jump.
Now,
most of the time it's a running jump.
Now hold on. Now, if it was some crazy shit,
like if it was like
climb up to the fucking top of the ropes, or you go flying back, hit the ropes, you know what I mean, bend them way the hell back, and come bouncing forward, and then you jump.
Oh yeah, he's done shit like that, but it doesn't look good.
What I'm saying, well, if you did it, let's say you're like fucking Snuka or something, and you know you can fucking fly across a goddamn ring here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If you actually make it look like you're fucking Superman hitting that motherfucker, like not only just jump up in the air like a fucking dildo, fly at the motherfucker like you're goddamn Superman. You know what I mean?
No, his entire moveset, like I don't think I've ever seen him do like any other moves outside of an assisted power bomb that doesn't need any assist with it. But anyway,
but you see my point.
Yeah.
Don't call it the Superman if your ass ain't flying.
Yeah, it's so fucking dumb. Like both the moves are just like pull out your back pocket out of nowhere, get out of jail free cards. Like if something goes horribly wrong, which terrible. But
the ex do machina moves what it is.
Yeah,
the script demands it, so this is the end of the show. Yeah,
but all right, like throughout the match, like the first 10 minutes of this match, completely dominated by Triple H.
Okay,
like who's supposed to be the heel in the situation. People were cheering every single time, like he got one over on Roman Reigns. People booed every single time, like Roman tried to make a comeback. like this is not only like a small niche of the crowd of this 100,000 being like, oh well, they're all internet fans. They're the smart marks. They're just like the bad guys, and they hate the good guy. Well,
when I was a kid, I liked the bad guys.
Yeah, me too. But it's this kind of shit to where like the WWE constantly wants to blame like the internet for everything, and like people like just hijacking their shows. Yeah,
what are they fucking George Lucas now?
Yeah. But
the internet fucking bullied me.
They've been doing this shit.
I've been triggered.
They've been doing this shit for years. But at least they used to give us something. But the thing is, they're like, well, the internet fans don't decide what happens in wrestling. All right, well, you gave us Daniel Bryan back at WrestleMania 30 by like having some bullshit happen.
Yeah.
People like the hashtag going around of it was like hashtag canceled WWE Network, and like people were like, yeah, you know what, fuck them. I'm not paying the subscription anymore. Pretty much what I did after SummerSlam, like in between SummerSlam and the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, where you just got all butthurt as fuck, and you're like, fuck
didn't
this.
give a shit. Like my favorite pay-per-view every year is the Royal Rumble. Number 2 is goddamn Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Like that's the November pay-per-view. That's like my after Thanksgiving dinner watching football pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That is my, oh my God, it's November. I love this fucking pay-per-view. Because like all the good shit happened. Like fucking CM Punk won his title back and like started his 434-day run. Undertaker fucking debuted on that. I'm getting way off track here. I need to get back on course.
Take it the way you want it to go,
Yeah.
man.
But all the good shit happened Survivor Series, except for the gobbledygooker, which no one ever mentions and should ever get the fuck out of their head, except for on the Edge and Christian show, which is great. But all right,
wasn't there another one that they called himself the Gamer? I swear to God, I've heard something about that.
Like during the early 90s, WWE had a bad habit of making all of their wrestlers have other jobs other than wrestling. Like, so there was like the Trash Man. Of course, you had like Big Boss Man, who actually worked. He was a former prison guard.
Well, before he got hung, right?
Yeah, before he got hung. And he also wrestled after he got hung.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing that somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got hung.
That was a shitty angle. So much shitty angles. But anyway, dude, like they all right, then they have like this back and forth struggle like on the outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually Triple H gets put through the outside barricade with a spear. Okay. This is where the match really starts to turn. And like that was the climax. Like it hit its highest peak there.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else was like the slow slump back down because it became ever more obvious of who the fuck was going to win.
Yeah.
So
well, everybody knows that shit's scripted, but there's times they want to forget it.
Yeah, well, not only that it's scripted, like I don't care either way. Like
that's what I'm saying.
I know the like to me, what matters during the match isn't necessarily the winners or the losers. It's the spots that are in it. Yeah. Like the spots make the match for me.
Yeah.
Like, but if it's predictable as shit, I hate the match. Like the spots can be high as fuck, but predictableness for me equals boring.
Yeah. Well, it's not the story being told; it's the fact that the story is being told.
Yeah,
that's what's important.
Like it's a book where you like the book has to have an end.
Yeah.
Like, the book is going to end a certain way. You can kind of tell that sometimes with some books from the first, like, fucking 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters.
Yeah, it's not the destination.
It's the journey.
It's the journey.
Yeah, that's why, I like watching these guys that can build an amazing journey on top of, like, fuck the ending. Mm-hmm. Shout out Kevin Owens. But
now, you said that the internet doesn't control this shit.
No.
All right, I understand that. But wouldn't anybody with half a brain in their fucking head, if you're watching the crowd and the crowd is not reacting,
the entire crowd,
the entire crowd,
like
is
maybe
not
like
reacting.
pockets of like children and like parents are like, yay Roman, the majority of it, where people are just like, boo, you fucking suck, like even when he was out by the side of the ring, like the fucking people in the front row are like, you fucking suck, like right to his face and shit, like when he was like before he speared the dude, and like pretty much like when they went through the barricade, like on the outside. Like the crowd in that section wasn't like, oh, holy shit. It was, here's this move they pull out like every once in a while. And now fucking put into a boring ass match.
Yeah.
And like
shouldn't there be a guide? Somebody on there calls it like a manager watching a ball game, where when shit doesn't go the way you want,
you fucking throw an audible. Yeah.
Yeah. He throws a fucking hand signal that says change this shit up.
Yeah.
Like, think about it, just that quick, he just makes a motion and it's like, sorry, dude, the match goes the other way now.
But the shit, when they go to the fucking barricade, I didn't give a fuck once they went to the barricade. Like I was like, oh, look, this spot again. And like, so
it's almost time to get up and maybe get a bowl of cereal.
Yeah. So they took almost to the count of 9. While they were fucking around doing this, I was more interested of what like the cushion on the WrestleMania chair was. Like no shit. I was looking at it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's neat. They put those guys on. They put that. I'm like, but where's Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar on there? That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about what else was happening. Like, so
you're
it's
looking
like,
at you're chewing the fucking scenery in the background.
yeah. I'm like, dude, I wonder if that chair's gonna be on eBay or some shit. Because if you sit down in the pit, they give you those chairs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, I wonder. So that's the kind of shit I was paying attention to. That's how boring this fucking match was. When I was like, this is the main event of WrestleMania, right? This is the main, like I should give a shit. Okay.
I'm looking at the goddamn scenery.
I'm looking at a goddamn chair. Like, I'm looking at a padded folding chair, for Christ's sakes.
I shouldn't be thinking about eBay while watching this shit.
Yeah. Like I have been waiting all day to see how they're going to be taking, literally all day to see how they're going to be taking this fucking storyline.
I am 3 seconds from just pulling my phone out and checking my fucking messages.
Yeah. Well, I did all the time. I was like, what the fuck is what that? Like I kept near the end, I kept Googling WrestleMania and Roman Reigns to see what people were saying about the two. And they're like, fucking sucks, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Twitter fucking blew up.
Oh, yeah, it was the number one topic all day yesterday.
Really?
WrestleMania, yeah. But, all right, so the match, drags on. This is, fucking spots are traded. Triple H hits Stephanie McMahon with a goddamn spear because it was, she got in the ring for some reason. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the reason. I'm supposed to remember these reasons, and I don't. I can remember shit that doesn't matter from secondary pay-per-views from 10 years ago, but I can't remember why Stephanie McMahon got in the ring at WrestleMania last night. Anyway,
you could probably almost go word for word what was said between Mr. T and Cyndi Lauper, for God's sakes, from, you know what I mean, 20 fucking years ago.
Don't test me. But
so I'm saying the minutia of bullshit from the past, I know you can just pull out your ass.
For wrestling, yeah. This is fucking garbage that, you make me go through this. Yeah. But anyway, so Triple H then hits Roman Reigns with the pedigree, his finishing move.
The pedigree.
Yeah. It's double fish arm, head between, he's facing downward. Okay. His head between, your thighs. Uh-huh. You bring both his arms up into a fish hook, right? Okay. And then you jump up and you smash his face in the ground. It's like a face buster.
Gotcha.
So he did that. Devastating moves, taking out guys with way more talent and skill and fucking and prestige than Roman Reigns will ever have in his entire career. I count gets out of it in a 3 count. I can't remember if even how the finishing spot went. All I know is he either hit him with a spear or a Superman punch out of nowhere. I want to go with a Superman punch out of nowhere. And pin Triple H. I thought even when he pinned him, I was like, oh, he's gonna kick out of this. Yeah. And he didn't. And I was like, this is the biggest pile of shit I've ever seen in my life. I watched then the last 5 minutes of the pay-per-view. Yeah. Where it was the celebration. And then the
wrap up and all that shit.
Well, they didn't really do a wrap up. They just showed highlights of the entire show. Okay. So I watched the highlights of a WrestleMania I just watched, and I was like, oh yeah, that part was good. That part was good. I don't remember shit about that one. Oh, that was the end. I just watched that match. Holy shit.
So that's what the fuck happened.
Yeah. But all right.
Wow, check out them fucking chairs.
Yeah. Oh man, those are great chairs. But dude, all right. They had a Divas match, right? And they brought back, they're getting rid of the Bratz doll style fucking women's championship belt, or the Divas championship belt that looks like a giant pink retarded butterfly. And they're bringing back the women's championship, which looks a lot like or identical to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
So the butterfly thing is about as retarded as the time they had the spinner wheel belt.
Even more so.
Really?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you get more retarded than the spinner wheel?
By having the spinner wheel be this fucking big.
Good God.
Yeah, it was... for anyone that doesn't know, from pretty much wingtip to wingtip sideways, or the catty corner on the butterfly, it looked like it was a foot across, which is the biggest goddamn pink piece of shit.
So what is it, nipple to nipple down to her crotch?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck, what the fuck?
It's a pretty big belt. No shit. The women's title is done exactly like the new WWE title with its like logos and shit, but I think it has like a red background on it or a pink or like a very dark pink background in behind of it.
Now, why the fuck do they get something though that's shaped all different? Why the hell's it got to be a butterfly? If I thought they're supposed to be equal to the rest of everybody, so she should get exactly what the fucking men get.
Yeah, that's what they did with this one.
Well, that's what it should be done.
Yeah.
Fuck your special butterfly bullshit.
Yeah, I think everyone in the back, like that's a serious wrestler, is like that belt is ugly.
Yeah, that is spinner rims ugly.
But all right, they actually have a good lineup. They have Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter.
Okay.
All right, you have Becky Lynch, the Irish lass kicker, someone from fucking Ireland that's also wrestling this.
Okay.
And this black female wrestler who's actually a really good ring technician, like can put on some hellacious looking.
Was she the ass bump girl?
No.
Okay.
No, they were in a match like in a pre-show that I watched, and she did something else stupid that just made me just groan. Just made me fucking just. Oh God, why? Yeah.
Yeah.
They were pretty much like she did this thing that looked like jumping jacks, but there were kicks.
What the fuck?
And you know, like the rocket, like she like
rocket,
boom, boom, boom,
oh
boom,
my
like
God.
like she would bounce on one leg, hit her with the other, bounce back on the other leg, hit her with the other. Yeah, and it was like such a quick succession. There was no from it, nothing. Like, you can tell that she wasn't in. I'm like, no one's going to sell this. No one's going to fucking sell this.
That's ridiculous.
This is so fucking stupid. It's just a fast-paced, flashy bullshit move. Like, fucking sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down and learn how to actually, like, do shit and make it look believable.
Yeah.
But, all right. So, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks,
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch. Wrestled a fucking hellacious match except for Charlotte's continuation of not selling the right way. Like, she was put into pretty much an arm breaker by Becky Lynch for quite a bit of a long time. Like, longer than what people get locked in for that tap out.
Yeah.
And when she got up to, like, interfere in, like, another move, she didn't act like that arm was hurt at all. Like that's just Charlotte Flair. Yeah. Like, that's just, like, Charlotte Flair's little tick. Like, if anyone can critique her matches, be like, that's the one thing. You don't fucking sell moves afterward. Yeah. Like something that a lot of guys like overdo.
Yeah.
She doesn't do it all.
Of course, it could have also been a fuck you.
Well,
I think about it. If she didn't, let's say just the way that shit's scripted, if one of them, it pissed them off, like, look, I don't want to do that fucking move. You know, I don't want to fucking deal with it. And then especially something that's long and drawn out and extended. But it might be her way of saying, you know what? Fuck that.
Yeah, but
I'm not going along with that shit.
I bet Charlotte Flair knows that within an instance, that the same way that Ric Flair knows, if WWE wants to fucking drop them, they will.
Oh, yeah.
And because they learned their lesson. Like, fucking, they didn't like Ric Flair what he was doing at a certain time, so they dropped him. He went to TNA for a couple of years, and like, he got broke.
You'll get hacksawed right the fuck on out.
Yeah, like Ric Flair went broke, and WWE was like, look, we feel sorry for you, you want a job?
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much to Ric Flair.
So we're gonna take you, Mr. Star, and you now get to go right back on the bottom. And
well, Ric Flair always has like a supreme amount of respect.
Yeah,
like no matter like where he goes, but like it's just kind of like the little shit that he does like that because it kind of fucked over NWA too when he left them. But you know that's neither here nor there. I mean, Dusty Rhodes like was not under contract with NWA, so when he left, he was just like, look, I'm going. NWA couldn't do shit about it. I mean, Harley Race did the same like backhanded shit to NWA that Ric Flair did. But
if he ain't got no contract, you can't bitch.
Yeah. Like his contract is up. But anyway, this match had a spot in it which I thought the match should have ended on, but it continued afterward. You know, like I can't fault them for that. But all three of these girls have finishing moves, like submission finishers. Okay. Charlotte Flair has the figure 8, which is a figure 4 leg lock, where she will like put her hands on the mat and then like lift herself up. Yeah, she will bridge herself while doing a figure 4.
I've been in a figure 4. Yeah. That shit hurts, man.
It looks great. Becky Lynch does a hellacious like arm breaker, like on the ground, like sitting on your arm, like fucking pulling at your elbow arm breaker. Something that will legitimately hurt. Yeah. And then Sasha Banks, she does a crossface, which that's like taking her hand over someone's face like that and bending your neck backward.
Okay.
Like
from behind?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it?
It's
like,
a crippler crossface.
almost like it's a camel clutch.
Yeah, almost.
You remember when he'd grab their head and fucking just...
Yeah, but it's what's called a crippler crossface. Shout out to Benoit. I'm sorry, WWE, but so all three of them have really good finishing submission spots.
Yeah, like I said, that figure 4.
Yeah,
and you're arching on top of it. Yeah. No, fuck that bullshit. I don't want no part of that.
Well, this spot had them like exchanging these moves back and forth in between the three, and like the one that got left out would end up coming back in the ring and breaking it up. Really great, fast succession shit. Should have ended though, I think, with Becky Lynch getting the win. But like, what happened was she ended up putting the figure at the end of the match. Mm-hmm. Charlotte ended up putting the figure 8 on Becky Lynch, while Sasha Banks tried to get back in the ring. Ric Flair, the dirtiest player in the game, grabbed her boot and held her, so she couldn't like get in to break it up. Becky Lynch tapped. Like, all's fair in a triple threat.
Yeah.
Like if I was expecting someone to like pull a chair out from underneath the ring and like fucking hit someone with it. That would have been fucking great.
Old school swinging a bell or something.
But so that match was like a highlight, even above. Like, even though I didn't think it ended at the right time that it should have, still better than the main event.
Yeah.
Then.
So wait a minute. They have devolved to the point that the TNA matinee, the women's wrestling, is
better than the main event.
Better than the main event.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every match that was scheduled on the card was better than the main event. Like even like I'm gonna even say that even the bullshit pre-show, I think it was a 8-man tag match of like the Divas that had the most bullshit moves in it.
Yeah.
Like, I still got to see Natalya wrestle. She's the daughter of Jim Neidhart, the one of the original Hart family foundation brothers. And she can wrestle like a son of a bitch. So whenever I see her in the ring, I'm like, fuck yeah! Just watching that.
Daughter of one of them dirty bastards. Yeah, that's from way back when I did kind of watch wrestling and shit. Yeah. Yeah,
you know the fat dude? The fat bald guy? Yeah, she's his daughter.
They were dirty bastards.
Yeah, I love the Hart family. But they had that match, which was better than the main event. They had Kalisto, a Mexican wrestler, beat Ryback, fucking just goddamn meathead. But he was able to play it off to a decent extent, because Kalisto is like 5'4", little bitty Mexican guy. Ryback's like 6'4".
Was he an acrobatic kind of guy?
Yeah. And so it was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
So Kalisto won that match over. God, what else was on the pre-show? They something I disagree with. They had the Uso brothers, which is a Samoan tag team of 2 twins, going against the Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys is like my favorite like tag team of all time.
Wasn't it the one you said that there was never a Samoan wrestler ever worth a fuck?
I went back, dude, and I watched The Rock's matches with Stone Cold, and it's just who The Rock wrestles with that really makes his matches look good.
Yeah.
Like if it's like Stone Cold, Mick Foley, there's a couple of other guys that just fucking escape me.
Yeah, but even though you have to admit,
Samoan,
if he's good or not, he got a major ding for the bullshit with Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Where he just kept beating on him at times.
Well,
I mean, they talked about it in a documentary. Yeah, I'm not a wrestling fan, and I remember watching it. I'm like, dude, that's fucking over the top and excessive.
During that time, though, I think Foley trusted The Rock, and a lot of people do. But
if you watch that documentary we talked about in the other episode, at the end he was like kind of pissed, and talking about that he went over the fucking top a little bit.
I will agree with that. But still, out of all of the Samoan wrestlers, love The Rock. Not love The Rock. It's a love-hate relationship with The Rock. And I'll get into that here in a little bit, because he was here at this event too. But the WWE has successfully made me racist against Samoans for no fucking reason. Every time I see a Samoan wrestler, I'm like, oh god, please don't suck. Because Roman Reigns is a Samoan wrestler.
I hate. Let me just interrupt for just one quick second.
Okay.
I got to say it. It's a bugaboo of mine. It's not from what you just said. It's the whole world. All right. Nationality is not a race.
They consider themselves a race.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
it's a nationality.
They've made me nationalistic in Samoans then because they fucking suck.
There you go.
They like a majority of them fucking suck as wrestlers. And I'm going all the way back to the Wild Samoans. You know what? Fuck them too.
Yeah.
Fuck Jimmy Snuka.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Rocky Maivia. He was a black dude. Like he could wrestle his ass off. He could wrestle really good. Roman Reigns, the Usos, boring as shit. Rikishi, boring as shit. Umaga, boring as shit. Yokozuna, boring as shit. Let me see. I think their name was like 3 count, or just 2 fat Samoan dudes. One of them later became Umaga. Boring as shit.
You just got a Rolodex of this shit in your head.
I do. But wow. they're just fucking boring to me because they don't do the same shit. Like Samoa Joe, best goddamn Samoan wrestler, not a part of the Anunnaki family. Like not a member of that fucking, like they call it the Samoan dynasty. One of the best goddamn indie wrestlers there is, has been getting the dick from the WWE for the past like 15 or 16 years. They finally let him in. He's not been on a main event show yet. Samoa Joe and CM Punk had the first 5-star match in the United States in over 15 years. Like Punk, even though he put on a 2-peat and had the second 5-star match in less time with John Cena. But let's not get into that. You know, CM Punk is a goddamn god amongst men. But they had these matches, and this is all pre-show shit. All right? Then they get into the meat of the show. And they started out with the Intercontinental Champion, Kevin Owens.
With Samoans, wouldn't that meat be spam?
Probably.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
they started out 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens, my guy. Like, my guy above all else. You have Dolph Ziggler. Fucking great. Right? Just fantastic. Great worker. Puts on a really good show. The Miz, who I wish would get hit by a Greyhound because he sucks. And he's like... He's been in the business.
You just want to get on the Greyhound and get the fuck out of there.
Like he's probably been in the WWE for 15 years and he sucked the entire time. He hasn't gotten better once.
Yeah.
Like there's like if the Miz was to be good one year, you could give him the award of most improved wrestler, even though you've been here for 15 fucking years.
He's like the special ed kid or something.
Yeah. Then you have,
he tries, but he just can't graduate.
Then you have another indie darling, Sami Zayn, who used to be El Generico, like the guy that used to roll around with Colt Cabana.
Yeah,
him and Kevin Owens, like they've had a 15-year-long friendship, and they've been playing up the "I hate you" gimmick for the past 5 years in other promotions. I'm sorry, WWE, and it's worked really, really well for them. And, you know, the WWE can't figure out like their own shit that works, so they continue this anyway. Then you have Zack Ryder. Yeah. Then you have Zack Ryder, who is just a really good worker, a guy that's a fan favorite, you know, babyface to the core. They will never turn him heel because of how much he's liked.
Yeah.
But he's not the shitty type of babyface that John Cena is, where he just does 5 moves and collects a check and goes home. Like Zack Ryder actually has to try. And then you have Cody Rhodes going to Stardust, son of Dusty Rhodes. All jizz that came out of Dusty Rhodes' ball sack ever could have produced a superstar wrestler. That's just how the fuck it is.
Yeah.
But he came out like with his Stardust like gimmick face paint on, wearing like his black jumpsuit, and on the back of it said "Hard Times," and had the yellow polka dots all over it.
They didn't do like that comic book bullshit. Like the time that you showed me some pay-per-view about it, 6 months ago. And I think he was the one in it, and it was some comic book bullshit.
No. He wasn't like, this wasn't anywhere near that.
Because that was some of the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my life.
But Cody Rhodes did go around and pull a ladder out from underneath the ring that was black and yellow polka dotted, like his father's gear used to be, which I thought was great. He also got put through a ladder, like at one point. Another spot that was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. There were so many good spots in this, and like there were so many bumps that guys I knew if they took, like it was just a wrong decision, but they did it anyway. Pretty much like the Mick Foley factor, as I like to call it. like Sami Zayn was like on a ladder that was like the base of it was on the middle rope, so it was still bouncy.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Owens did a frog splash on top of it, so when he hit him, he also bounced him too.
It just fucking catapulted.
Yeah, so like he hit him. It would have been better if the ladder was just flat. He could have like braced himself.
Yeah.
But there was no bracing this. There was no bracing this at all. Like there were so many good spots throughout this. Even the Miz looked good. The only complaint I have about this one was they pulled the spot where they tipped the ladder over and they fall out of the ring too many times.
Gotcha.
Like it's still a good spot, but you just did it way too many times. Like there was at least 6 times where it happened.
Yeah.
And then the guy that no one expected to win won. He's never been in a WrestleMania. It was Zack Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, holy shit, you finally got this thing. His dad actually jumped the barricade. Security was like, fuck it. Hugged his son in the middle of the ring. Both of them just like fucking broke down crying. It was great to see. It was way leagues ahead of the main event. The main event should have never fucking happened.
They should have just said, you know what? Shit wasn't so goddamn good.
The last hour of the show, they could have just chopped off.
Yeah.
Because I'll get into what came right before the main event, too. Mm-hmm. Which also rustled my jimmies. They go on, they have AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Supposed to be like another like indie darling wrestling smart marks all around the world, getting a big circle and jerk off. Mm-hmm. Ended kind of dumb. Like Chris Jericho hasn't been on his best game of being a heel here lately. Because he's just been going for the I'm jealous that they're cheering me or cheering you and not me.
Yeah.
Which isn't the best angle, and it ended on kind of like an open note, like what you said. Where they've kind of they've traded wins and losses.
Yeah.
At pay-per-views. And so like it was like they were tied it up, but Chris Jericho won this one. Mm-hmm. And Chris Jericho is probably going to be a guy that's going to be gone again with another year to do his own thing. Mm-hmm. It's just how it works. God, I'm trying to think of what else. They had the New Day versus the League of Nations for the fucking titles, which it was like...
well, from what you showed me, I can't hack that New Day shit. That is just so fucking retarded.
I've gotten to where I've liked it.
Fuck that. What I seen here, watching it, that was just mind-numbingly stupid.
Well, they've dialed it back. They've dialed back the stupid. Yeah.
Dude, 10% of stupid is still pretty goddamn stupid,
They've dialed it back. But the League of Nations, all of them suck. Mm-hmm. Like, well, I won't say all of them suck. Well, I'm trying to think of who's all in it. Okay, Rusev and Sid Barrett. Mm-hmm. 2 great wrestlers. God damn it. Like, if I was, like, pissed off, I can remember his name because I'm like, God damn, they gave me the World Heavyweight title 3 times. Alberto Del Rio and Sheamus.
Okay.
Both of them suck ass.
Oh, yeah, the Rooster.
Yeah, have sucked ass through silly straws ever since they've been in the fucking company. Mm-hmm. Like, how dare they put Sid Barrett with 2 guys that are boat anchors? Well, so, like, the League of Nations win. Bullshit fucking heel spots. Then... out comes Shawn Michaels, legendary wrestler, part of the Rock and Roll Express, or the Midnight Express, I think. No, it was the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express. My bad.
Okay.
You're just like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Well, I remember the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, him and Marty Jannetty.
Yeah.
So he comes out, he's in ring gear. He hasn't wrestled in like 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. Comes in ring gear. Everyone's like going bananas. They're like, holy shit, it's Shawn Michaels. Then Mick Foley comes out. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, holy shit, it's Mick Foley. Everyone else is like, who's the bearded serial killer looking guy? Bullshit. The entire crowd popped for Mick Foley.
It's Santa Claus.
Yeah. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out. Stone Cold hasn't wrestled in probably a decade.
Yeah.
Everyone's like losing their fucking mind. These 3 go down the ring and exchange like their finishing moves over and over again to the League of Nations. Best goddamn 5 minutes of my life that entire night. I was like, yeah, it's like my childhood all over again, just seeing them fucking kick ass.
So you're just busting their chops for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, just like fucking funny shit. And then they all like bust open beers in the middle of the ring like Stone Cold does, like fucking suds are flying everywhere. I'm like, yeah, it was awesome. Then
ain't he marketing a beer or some bullshit?
I think he used to.
Yeah,
I think he used to a long time ago.
I think I saw an ad or some bullshit.
Yeah, like Steve Weiser.
There's
like,
something. It was something. I can't remember if it's a drink or I can't remember what the fuck it is.
They had for a while like he changes like what type of beer he drinks to the ring. I think here lately it's been Coors Light.
Ugh.
Yeah, like but he's had like Miller Lite and shit and like all throughout the 90s.
Well, you can't argue with a Miller, but
yeah. But
fuck to drop down to a Coors, man. They need to pay that motherfucker more or something.
Yeah.
It's hard times.
Well, the reason why they drink it is because it looks the exact same as the reason why they drink Miller Lite is because they can drink it while they drive. This is something that Hulk Hogan came up with during WCW.
Okay.
It's because a Miller Lite can looks almost like a Pepsi, Diet Pepsi can. Yeah.
And if you hold it a certain way, so the label's
in
your hand.
Yeah, you just put it in a koozie and you can't tell them apart.
Oh, just the top of it sticking up. Gotcha.
Because it looks like a Diet Pepsi can. Because they're both silver and blue.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Yeah, the weird shit you learn from listening to wrestling podcasts for like 6 hours a day.
Mister, I'm going to cry about my fuck tape.
But,
I'm sorry. My heart is so broken for him.
I'm not going to get into it.
I don't even give two fucks.
But,
I don't care.
I think that Divas match that I already talked about happened. And then there, Dean Ambrose, Brock Lesnar. No holds barred street fight was kind of a short match.
Yeah.
Still had a lot of really good spots. It shows that Dean Ambrose yet again can swing with the fucking best of them.
Yeah.
Put on a great show and get dicked over by the company.
Well, I have to ask, dude. How many fucking rope dodges did he do?
Where he bounced back from the rope?
Yeah, where
at
he
least
does
one.
Where he goes halfway out of the ring.
Dude, I love that shit.
It's cool. But I saw him like in that one he did it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And I mean,
sometimes it's excessively done. I think he's learned how to dial it back.
I was about to say, when I watched it that one time, I remember like, dude, really?
The first time I seen it, dude, I gave it a huge pop. I was just like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, that's so fake, but it's cool.
Yeah. But it's cool looking. And
by the time we got to the third one, though, I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But that match kind of went predictably.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar being Brock Lesnar. He beat Undertaker at WrestleMania a couple years ago. Yeah, you can feed this dude anything, and if he doesn't win, he just looks like a fucking softie.
Yeah.
Okay. He has to get fucked over to be able to lose because he's just a pure power game. Right?
Yeah.
Good match. Overall, kind of predictable. Then you get to the last hour. Where The Rock came out, had an entrance that was way too long, involved the flamethrower, and him lighting the letters ROCK on fire. Yeah. He walks down on the ring, like, does his finally over and over again, and his millions over and over again. And then I thought the saving grace of this spot was about to like be over when Bray Wyatt comes out.
And he drives off to fucking Witch Mountain.
Yeah. But Bray Wyatt comes out with 2 of his goons. The guy that's got the beard when he wears the fedora. Mm-hmm. But this time he had a butcher's apron on that had like half melted human face masks.
Okay.
On the front of it, looking creepy as fuck. 100,000 people holding up their cell phones with the flashes on.
Mm-hmm.
All for him to walk down the ring. They had the entire ring lit up to where it looked like that, or the entire ramp and back of him looked like that.
Do you know what fucking character should have had the fucking apron like that? A butcher's apron.
Who?
Mankind.
Oh yeah, that would have worked really well.
It would have fucking fit perfectly. He looked like,
especially for the early Mankind phases.
Yeah, but
it works great for Bray Wyatt too. Mm-hmm. He comes out there with Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan. One of them was wearing a black sheet mask. The other one was wearing a white sheet mask.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Harper got injured, had to be out for at least 3 or 4 months. Bray Wyatt's technically injured. He can't bump that much.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're making him look like a weak ass. And I'll get into that. So they come out here. Him and The Rock have a back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Of like where The Rock will compliments him on his skill, on his charisma, something that doesn't get fucking complimented about Bray Wyatt while he's in character, that was refreshing to see. Like any fucking smart fans, like, dude, Bray needs to be championship material just because he's that good, he's that interesting of a character. And he's like back 6-8 months ago, a year, he was like the only dominating heel in the business. They've torn him down since then, but anyway. So The Rock wants to have a match. Bray, of course, he's injured. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of like regular fans don't know this. So Bray sends Eric Rowan in the ring. It's a 6-second match. Like literally, he picks him up, does like The Rock does a rock bottom onto Eric Rowan, pins him. That's it. Eric Rowan rolls out of the ring, and then Luke Harper. They all get up on the ring, and it looks like they're moving into about to attack.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, John Cena comes out. Yeah. Like this.
And let me guess. At this moment, your eyes rolled to the back of your head.
You
had a micro seizure and fell in the floor foaming. Right?
Like I'm like, you were in. Like he's injured.
Yeah.
Right. Like so, he's not going to be back at least for another like month or two.
Yeah.
So he actually got a pop from the WrestleMania crowd, like because they hadn't seen him in so long, and that's what you need to be a good. Or a good, long-lasting good guy is to go away for a little bit.
Yeah, and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like...
Yeah, but I'm saying with you, I know your reaction was just, fuck this guy.
I was like, oh, God, please, God, why? Because, like, Randy Orton, another guy that I hate, dude, I think has been around for too goddamn long, wasn't there, and he's out injured.
Yeah.
A guy who I absolutely love who's injured, Seth Rollins, he is out and he wasn't there. John Cena is just injured enough to not wrestle. Same with Bray Wyatt. So he comes running down and he holds up like his little like towel thing that says "Never give up" on it, and he says to the camera, "What would WrestleMania be without me?" And the words that went through my head was "good, a good one." It'd be a great WrestleMania. I remember WrestleManias before you. I mean, shit, son.
It would be a reason for me not to cancel my goddamn subscription again.
God damn it.
That's what I was saying. I could just see you, just as soon as he appeared, you just start fucking quaking all over, foaming at the mouth.
I was actually eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch at the time. And I was just sitting there and I was like, fucking really? With like a mouthful of just cereal. And I'm like, fucking really?
You just ruined the taste in my fucking mouth, you just
asshole. Turned it to turds. But... Like they run down there, they beat up a couple of the guys. Of course, they don't they look like they beat up Bray, but him being injured, he just kind of looks like he gets beat up for a second, rolls out of the ring, and doesn't do anything else.
Yeah.
But you don't keep any of these guys looking strong, and it's really shitty because you don't have any top heels in the company at a championship level. And so the internet is alive right now with poppings of is The Rock and John Cena going to tag team against the Wyatt family? And if they do, the deep, dark, demented side of me, the one that hopes that the WWE will do right, will let the Wyatt family win against The Rock and John Cena. But the realistic, rational side of me goes, that'll never happen in a million years. You have a better chance of like if you bend over in your lawn to pick up a quarter, that an asteroid will hit you in the asshole, like a little bitty one, and like just burn a little bit.
I was thinking of that very kind of thing. That you would probably rather just out of the blue an asteroid bust through the top of the Coliseum or whatever and hit him in the fucking head.
Well, I don't want him to die or anything. Like I don't want him to stop doing his Make-A-Wish things for the kids.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's great. You just sign over his fucking life insurance to it. But
you just all right, John, you've made yourself really popular. Have him come on like Raw once a month, do like his little rap battle, thing. Yeah. Have him beat up some guy and go home.
Yeah.
Don't involve him in any major fucking match again. Don't let him be the goddamn, like, same with The Rock. Yeah. Don't let him be the goddamn double feature end of my WrestleMania 28 and 29 again. Please, thank you.
Well, didn't they stop? Didn't they say something about they were going to quit naming this shit?
Quit numbering them?
Yeah, numbering. Yeah, they're going to quit numbering them.
I don't know what Vince McMahon is doing. Like there people are still calling by the numbers.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck? I don't get it, because how in the fuck are you even supposed to know?
Like back during the late 90s, early 2000s, they put like X7, X9, X6 on them, and you're like, are you fucking kidding me? It's just 16, 17, and 18 or 19. Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, yeah.
And then like WrestleMania 20, they started doing the Roman numerals. Cool, I guess. They haven't done it since WrestleMania 9, which is the worst WrestleMania. No one should go on that one. But they started doing that WrestleMania 9 because there was Caesar's Palace.
So number 9 made you say 9 to that. 9.
Because they had the dumbest gimmicks were on display this year. This is like 92, 93. Back when wrestling was at its peak height of fucking stupid ass gimmicks. And Hulk Hogan had still not left the WWE again for the first time. And so like, yeah. It's just bad all the way around. Like you can look up like.
Is this pre or post fucking Pink Tutu?
Pre.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I remember that time period.
Yeah, this is pre Pink Tutu. This is
I kind of mark my memory of like Hogan.
This is
pre and post Pink Tutu.
Pre and post Pink Tutu. See, wrestling fans do it differently. There's at least 3 separate eras of Hogan that matter.
Yeah.
Like of course there's 80s Hogan, then you kind of forget about early 90s Hogan.
Yeah.
Like you just, and then you remember Hogan in NWO and WCW.
Yeah.
And then you remember Hulk Hogan and WWE again in red and yellow, and then you forget about him for the rest of the time.
Well, for me, it was
stops existing.
For me, it was just old school Hulkster bullshit.
Pastamania, brother.
And then Pink Tutu.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. My give a fuck for a lot of that shit had done dissipated by then, you know?
Yeah. And then like, to kind of wrap up the WrestleMania 32 shit.
Are you sure you don't want to do another hour?
I did an hour?
You did an hour.
Holy shit. Well, it was a 6-hour show. So I could have like gone play by play and done that shit. But it was, dude, so shitty. Like, well, I'm not, the last hour, like, if that last hour just wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Like, every part of it, like, there was like, of course it has its lulls. Like, it's WWE. It's not going to be like a New Japan Pro Wrestling show.
Sounds like what I said about 10 Cloverfield Lane. It would have been a great movie if it had been like, you cut off the last 5 to 10 minutes of it.
See, but that's 5 to 10 minutes of your life, right? 5 to 10 minutes of your life. That's only 5 to 10 minutes of your life, right?
Yeah.
This was an hour of mine.
And this officially goes down in the history of this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's forever.
Yeah, it's ever going to be marked in my brain, except for, you know, the shit that happened during the last match. Because I could not have fucking cared.
But won't you'll end up seeing clips of this for what, the next 2 years?
Yeah.
Next 2 years, they'll show clips.
Well, at least the next 6 months, because they're probably going to build a story off of this. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude. Like, I am just so sick and tired of Roman Reigns. Like, you can go through and, like just hearing the guy talk. Like, I watched a ride-along with him and Dean Ambrose. Love Dean Ambrose, right? Dean Ambrose, God. He kept, like, singing a, like, random female celebrity's name while he was, like, in the car. Like, he was like, Kathy Griffin, like, shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, he was just being a goofy dude. And, like, they were sharing stories. And, like, whenever I heard Roman Reigns talk, like, just what he said made me just want to, like, walk up to him and be like, you realize, right, you're killing this industry. Like, you're the Matthew Broderick of comedies right now. Like, you were that fucking, like, before you've, like, found your niche and, like, do drama, right? After Dazed and Confused, so after the Shield, wait, Matthew Broderick, who am I thinking about?
No, he wasn't in Dazed and Confused.
I'm thinking about the guy that said,
I was about to say, what the fuck? Why are you busting on Ferris Bueller, man?
Not Matthew Broderick. God damn it. The guy that said, like, that's what I like about high school girls.
Oh, my. Yeah, the Mr. Lincoln commercial.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, in between the time of Days...
What is his fucking name?
Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry, Matthew Broderick. You keep on making movies that make me giggle.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, he's made a few turds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole fucking Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dazed and Confused.
I know this motherfucker's name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
So, all right.
How the fuck did you mix that up?
I have no idea. Matthew McConaughey. Anyway, but all right. So, like, that was the good point, like at the very beginning. So for Roman Reigns, that was when he was with the Shield. Mm-hmm. Two guys that I love in that, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Mm-hmm. Okay, everything that's happened after that has been shit, right? Like, to put it nicely, like they even like took the title off him for a little bit and gave it to like people that were more deserving. Yeah. Because the fans were rabid badger angry and like they were hemorrhaging money. Like WWE is like, why is our ratings down? Why are they down? It's because people don't want to see shit. Yeah. Like, you're bringing in Exume, like one of my favorite female wrestlers of all time, super Japanese, does a Mexican spine buster like you would not believe. Yeah, Mexican spine buster. All right, back of their neck is right here. Legs are folded up, held. You drop down.
Ouch.
Yeah, yeah. She's one of those bitches that can do that shit. It's great. It's actually called a Mexican muscle buster now. But anyway, great fucking wrestler. They brought in Kenta, even though Kenta's injured right now. They brought in fucking Kenta. Like the guy that inspired CM Punk to steal all of his moves. Yeah. You have Kevin Steen, for Christ's sake. You have El Generico. You have AJ Styles. You have guys out of the woodwork that are just so fucking good at what they do. And like, you have the Titty Master, Dean Ambrose, who for CZW events used to write Titty Master on the inside of his wrist tape on the palms of his hands, right? You have these guys with like such great personality and like you put a block of wood and you hand him a microphone, he makes gurgling noises for a few seconds.
Lurches around for a minute.
And then, like, it's like they throw the block at wood at somebody, and, like, that's supposed to be the thing that just knocks them out. You're just looking at it like, are you fucking kidding me? And, like, you remember the log commercials for Ren and Stimpy? Like, that is Roman Reigns.
He is log.
He is log.
Oh, my
Roman
God.
Reigns is log. Not, like, he is the log, but he's, like, squared off at the ends. So, like, you get a little bit of roll on the other two ends. But as soon as, like, it's like, yeah, I'm going to roll him down the stairs. It just fucking hits that first stair and doesn't move again. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
The reason that he was able to stay in the ring is because his feet were nailed to it.
Yeah. Like, this wrestler is bereft of talent. He is pining for the indies. He was never even in the fucking indies. He never earned anything, right?
Beautiful plumage.
Well, of course he's got the Samoan hair, and like, but it's like tamed. So his hair looks good.
A Samoan blue.
His hair looks good. His goatee makes me want to punch him. Like everything about this guy, like if I was like, thank God I don't go to signing events. Yeah. Like not for WWE shit. I don't know how Sick Nasty contains himself. Like during like Raw live tapings when Dean Ambrose had a match, Sick Nasty was in the crowd going, Dean, I love you, Dean, over and over again, like for the entire match that Dean Ambrose had. Wow. Yeah. So. I could not go to a signing event, look at Roman Reigns in the face, and could not say like shit like, you realize you're killing what I love, right? Like I wouldn't even say this shit to John Cena. Like I would just go with Roman Reigns and be like, my childhood is like a delicate puppy. Yeah. Right? Like, all of these memories of, like, watching Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Of watching even the shitty matches that happened throughout this time period. All the times that I saw Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I forgot completely about the Shane McMahon Undertaker match. Which Shane did a Mick Foley off the top of the ring through an announce table. But... they had an airbag underneath the announce table.
And was it obvious?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like when he hit it and like the airbag was still kind of up and then it deflated. Yeah, it was an all right match. It was yet again one of those matches that just shouldn't have happened.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, like
that. Who the fuck let that happen? I mean,
like
I'm not a fan.
I would have even like had the spot of like him going on the top of the ring because he legitimately looked like he got hurt. Yeah. Like, for the rest of the match, he looked like he was fucking out of it. Undertaker, like, backed up against the barricade, like, almost, like, right next to where he, like, landed. And, like, there are a few times where I've seen, like, Undertaker's look on his face and been like, holy shit, this guy's dead. Mm-hmm. Like, especially during those Mick Foley matches. But he was looking, he, like, looked at this guy and he was like, holy shit, the boss's son is dead.
Yeah.
Like, or he's seriously injured or fucked up.
That's why that's fucking lame as shit. So he's got both his daughter and his son in that shit. He's propping them up so fucking hard. Not only is he putting them in, he's letting them hit airbags.
Yeah. Well, Shane McMahon's been... Well...
Dude, that's chicken shit.
Well, if you've seen some of like
Shane... Well,
he's like 40... He's like 44, 46 now, Shane McMahon is. And, like, so, like, the shit that he used to do back in his 20s, like, during the Attitude Era, he can't do anymore.
Well, then, great. Then you find a new fucking thing, and you don't throw him into a goddamn table that you have to airbag it. I understand that it's all fake. I understand all the other shit. But don't let the fucking camera reveal the trick.
Yeah.
If it's in there, you hide that motherfucker. Don't let it be obvious.
Yeah, but, dude, fuck that spot. Mm-hmm. Even after I saw it was the airbag, I was like, holy shit, he just like I was hoping the entire time. I'm like, please don't fucking jump off the cage.
Yeah.
And you know, that spot still hurt with the fucking airbag in it.
Yeah.
And I kind of hate high definition television now.
Yeah.
Because like you couldn't like see people shake in pain. Mm-hmm. But now you can.
Yeah.
And now it made things a whole lot more scary to watch, especially near the end of that match.
Yeah.
And like even though the stretcher thing was played up on it, if they actually needed, it was a Hell in the Cell. Mm-hmm. If they actually needed to like pull someone out like on a stretcher, what they would have done was like lift the entire structure.
Yeah.
But they carried him to the door, which that tells anyone that have seen these matches before that's a work.
Yeah.
Like you being pulled on a stretcher is a work.
Yeah, because the little guy could just hit a button and the whole fucking assembly would
like during the Mick Foley Undertaker match, when the doctor ran in there a second time, they lifted the cage. Like when he fell through, they lifted the fucking cage.
Yeah.
Because they thought he was dead.
So the doctor come tear-assing through the door.
No, they lifted the cage like
immediately?
like immediately after he hit. Undertaker was still on fucking top of it when they started to lift it. Yeah, he held on to like one of the ropes.
Wow.
Yeah. And like they lifted it, the doctor like ducked underneath it and slid into the ring. I've never seen anyone like wrestler or not slide into a ring so fucking quick.
Yeah,
because he was in there and he was on him.
Well, yeah, if it's a genuine fucking doctor,
like I thought everyone thought Mick Foley was dead during this, but
all I've ever seen of that, I've seen where it happens.
Yeah,
I've never seen the aftermath. You know, and
dude, I
remember seeing
rough.
him hit and. God damn.
It is absolutely rough to watch, especially the first time, like when I noticed, because I've watched that match like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And there's always like something new in it that I see. It's like a really good movie. Mm-hmm. But the tooth coming out of his nose.
Yeah.
The first time I noticed that, like, thank you again, high definition television.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I saw like the blood bubble that was underneath it, kind of wiggling that tooth around.
Yeah.
When he like breathed out his nose. And just the sheer emptiness in his eyes. But he was smiling the entire time.
Yeah.
Because fuck you, I'm mankind. I can take anything.
I think the man has there's something in him that he's just one of the people that doesn't feel pain like you do.
Well, he had his ear torn off. It's the same with Vader.
Like, so I'm saying, some people they'll have that, they don't feel it. like, you know.
Yeah, at the Hall of Fame, dude. Like Vader was talking about like having some of these matches in Japan. Vader's whole eye came out of his head.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! You just fucking give me the wham.
Yeah. It was like it literally hit his cheek in the corner. Him and his tag team partner.
Oh my!
It put his eye back in his head.
Oh my! The other guy did.
Yeah.
No, they're not a doctor.
No.
Oh fuck! No, ain't nobody doing it. No.
Yeah, and then they took him to a doctor afterward. But afterward, his head, he looked like he had another head growing out of his face. That's how large his eye was.
I might put it in myself.
Yeah, but this is,
you know what I mean. My shit's in my hand that way. I might do it myself, but ain't no motherfucker going. If you ain't a doctor,
dude. This is like mid to late '80s, early beginnings of the King of the Death Match. Like,
Jesus Christ!
Like this is the same event where Mick Foley got like landed on C4.
Yeah.
And like burnt his arm so badly that when he went back home.
Not C4. I can't, not fucking high grade plastic explosive. No. It's got to be some other bullshit, dude.
No, it's small amounts, but
well, I was about to say
it's super small amounts. It's not blow your body apart. It's burn you really badly.
I was about to say I'm thinking maybe fucking containers of tannerite or something. The impact would set them off, but
no, they use C4. Mick Foley himself will say they use C4.
Wow,
like
that's insane. Dude.
Yeah, it burnt his Mick Foley's forearm so badly when he went home. Like, and on the plane, he had a long sleeve shirt on. His dad drove him from the airport to his house, like in New York, and the entire car ride he was like, "Oh, what's that smell? It smells so bad." It
was him.
Yeah, he waited till his dad left, and then she was like, "I still smell it." He pulled his thing back, his sleeve back, and it was just all burnt skin, like on his forearm.
I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly that smell.
You know what? He still wrestled with it, and it just came off there.
Oh, sweet monkey! Oh my God,
dude! Daniel Bryan, a guy that recently retired, during one of his matches, he detached his cornea and continued on the match.
Time out. Time the fuck out. Time out. Time out. Time out. All right. Sorry, man. Just you gonna quit talking about like knocked out eyeballs and shit.
So
I can handle a lot of shit, but Jesus Christ.
Like just going over Mick Foley's injury list.
Yeah.
It's pretty much anything is enough to make anyone cringe.
I'm gonna look up the C4 thing. I mean, I ain't saying that it's totally impossible, but
there's explosives.
I understand, but when I'm saying
it would be Cactus Jack, Terry Funk.
Okay, when I'm thinking the C4, I know what's in that shit.
Yeah,
you know, and I kind of have. I know some of the chemistry about it, and I've seen videos of people using it down to like pea size and what it can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you was dumb enough to set off a pea size of it near you, it would fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they claim it was.
Okay.
At least.
Well, I'm just thinking, just go watch some videos of what can be done with a very small fucking amount of that shit.
Like with all the stupid shit that Mick Foley did, I'm super surprised that Terry Funk does not have the same injury list.
Yeah.
Even though like Terry Funk is said as to be the grandfather of hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be something that you like hang around your neck because you know Mick Foley is a hardcore legend. There will be no one that will ever top him.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a point in his career where everyone was like, "Dude, stop."
Yeah. Yeah, we actually enjoy your show, Mick, but
like I would much rather see you be the funny commissioner over like fucking throwing yourself through.
Yeah, we don't want you to kill yourself. Not only that, you're scaring the children, man.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, like once again, watch that documentary, him and The Rock.
Yeah,
and his fucking like
kids are there.
The little girl is screaming her ass off.
Yeah, that's still
that's part of what bugged me because I know part of it like. One, you twisted fuckers hanging around with the camera just to catch that. And they were. You tell that the cameraman was a little vulture, you know. But at the same time, it's like, Rock, you asshole. You know his fucking family is sitting right there.
I know how this all happens. It's an I Quit match in between The Rock and McFoley.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, it was all set up that he
knew
he was going to lose. He knew he was going to lose.
Yeah, he knew he was going to lose, but the way it ends is McFoley being knocked out, and then like The Rock having a recording of him saying "I quit" being played over the loudspeaker because he never McFoley never quit.
Yeah, he never actually said "I quit." Yeah, but just to do what he did, knowing the man's family is right there, literally ringside. I mean, right fucking there.
Yeah, but you play it up more for the audience than anything else.
Well, I understand.
It's the same way when McFoley threw himself off of the cage the first time. Like, the go through it part, that was a complete accident. But the go off of it, that was... Oh, God.
So to sum it up, man. All right. Give me the best quick synopsis review to a person, like, interested in watching this latest WrestleMania.
Cut it off as soon as you see The Rock.
Immediately.
As soon as The Rock's music hits, be like, all right, I'm done.
Well, fuck, I already do that when I see him like on television or anything.
Yeah. But yeah. As soon as The Rock's music hits, just be like, I'm done.
Yeah,
you don't have to see the last bit. You're like, just look up the winners and losers, and just have your what the fuck are they doing moment when you read it, and just be completely done with it. Like, because I had a pretty good day going back and like watching some of the shows they had on, like Steve Austin's podcast he did with McFoley. Yeah. It was the Edge and Christian show.
Yeah, I would listen to that one just because Foley's in it, because he
tells some pretty good stories.
He's a good storyteller. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
I mean, he's no Jake the Snake. But, you know,
Jake the Snake was at the Hall of Fame too, which that's another thing you should watch too. Is the Hall of Fame for this year. It's just like, even like power watch it, like watch the Hall of Fame and then everything all the way up till that last hour. Like, as soon as The Rock's music ends, just be like, all right, I've seen everything. Yeah, there's even a couple of matches you can fast forward through, but you know, just watch those two. Just
like the Troll Doll matches you were talking
about.
Well,
no, that one you actually have to watch. Like
I don't know how you can watch fucking rainbow haired.
Well, that was the one with Charlotte Flair in it.
So. Well, yeah, but still, to me, it's just the rainbow hair. Dude. I expect to look at them and see a fucking gem in her goddamn belly button. You know what I mean?
Becky Lynch, the Irish glass kicker. I mean, come on. She speaks fucking Gaelic.
Gaelic, you say, huh?
Yeah.
Side story. All right. You got my attention immediately. Years back, I worked at a place. There was two people from Ireland. All right. No shit. There was a brother and a sister. They both moved to America, right? Uh-huh. And I remember that this girl, she was pretty, but kind of plain pretty. And both of them were just, bright red fucking hair, pale skin, just Irish as a fucking potato. Yeah. All right? Dude, I'm not fucking joking. Them two would talk that shit back and forth. All right? And when she would have fucking Irish lilt, you know, the way she talks, would start talking that Gaelic shit. How can I put this delicately? Harder than $10 worth of jawbreakers. You know what I mean? Just, there wasn't no concentrating on fucking work. None of that. Just as soon as that Irish girl opened her mouth with that shit, it was like, Yeah. Sorry.
It's alright, dude.
Well, in another episode of fucking Gleek admits too much about his sexual preferences and life. I was going to talk about a film I saw. There's no way I can compare to all the shit you were talking about.
Well, for me, it's a love-hate relationship. Yeah, it really is, and it's something that I've always been passionate about.
Oh yeah, you definitely are.
And like, I like comic books.
Yeah,
I like Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Video games, pretty cool. Wrestling, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, you said wrestling. Yeah.
Like if you're from the pre, I would say 93.
Really?
Yeah. Cause a lot of the older guys, they got like people like me into it, especially like say your granddad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that was the wrestling guys. Those were the wrestling guys.
That was the wrestling era.
Yeah, that was those guys that came up. Those are the wrestling. They watched wrestling. They didn't watch wrestling. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm old.
Well, no.
I'm old.
I'm
old, and yeah.
Well, I'm not saying anything like that. It's just that there was a time where everything kind of switched over, and like people, internet came out and really changed the way that people watched it.
It'll forever be wrestling.
Well,
it's wrestling.
If it's indie, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening in a gymnasium. I can see the end, and it's bad. Like if it's like I'm talking about like people that do shit for charities,
yeah,
or the guys that do it in the auction. Or the former auction house in Union City.
Yeah,
that's still wrestling. Because whenever can you see an autistic kid jump up and start dancing to Colt Cabana's music, and you're just like, you kind of want to laugh, but at the same time, it's like I would be going to hell.
Fuck that. No, fuck it. Just let it out. Let it out. You can't let absurdity like that just fester.
Well.
It might be a week later. Then you would just randomly fucking shit your britches fucking laughing.
I think I had that post kind of like traumatic, like like afterward. Like when I wasn't being enamored by King of the Indies himself, but
all right, on a subject that isn't wrestling.
Okay.
I saw, without a doubt, the best fucking movie I have seen in a long fucking time. Okay? It's a completely unknown fucking flick.
Okay.
I mean, I guarantee you that you haven't heard of it. All right. The name of it is Idaho Transfer. Now.
Yeah, you're right. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it came out in 1971. It was filmed 1971. They released it in 73.
Uh-huh.
And then from what I read, like 1 week into its distribution, the fucking distribution company went bankrupt. And so they re-released it again like in 75. Like 2 limited fucking micro releases.
Yeah.
And mostly it supposedly got showed at like colleges and shit. You know, people having movie night at the college.
Like originally what the Blair Witch Project was. In its very young infancy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to bring that up.
Well, no. I'm talking about like.
I'm saying them motherfuckers got $5 from me, and to this day I've been pissy about it.
How many bad movies have you seen?
A lot. But that was, for me, that was like a pinnacle bad movie at the theater.
Then you just have to think about it. It's like spreading the butter thinner.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say spreading the shit thinner.
Well, I'm sorry, but no, the Blair Witch people owe me my $5 fucking. And if you're listening, I want my $5 fucking back. You sons of bitches. God damn it, I couldn't leave because my fucking ride was sitting next to me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Anyway. You think I'm joking?
No.
The motherfucker's responsible for that movie. I ever meet him? I'm holding my hand out and say, I want my fucking money back. And it ought to be adjusted for inflation because this is way the hell back when.
So they would give you, I think a movie ticket now is like $7.50.
Yeah, $7.50, $10, whatever the fuck. Not including popcorn and goddamn Skittles. And,
the popcorn and the Skittles, that's...
And gas money, you know.
Actually, you technically drove for the popcorn and Skittles.
No. I mean, we all pitched in for gas money, you know. Going to movies with a guy. We pitched him a few bucks for gas, you know. Anyway, ain't got shit to do with what the fuck I'm trying to talk about. Like I said, this movie was very limited release. Got showed maybe a few fucking theaters, a few colleges. Then was on the shelf forever. Supposedly was released on video in 1988. And there's never been a fucking, like a...
DVD release?
They have released, but it's all like letterbox. It's been brought down to 4.3. And the get this. So it's like almost not been in... There's never been a full, proper release of it.
Yeah, it's
in
not...
DVD and shit.
It's not been in development hell. It's been in distribution hell.
Yeah. Well, it's currently like completely fucking... what do they call it? Oh, fuck, I'm trying to remember the term for it. The copyright fucking run out. And you ain't gonna believe who the fuck made this movie.
So it's like...
It's like a Night of the Living Dead and shit, you know, where it's...
Yeah, it's... royalty free.
Yeah, where it's just nobody really owns this fucking film anymore.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna believe who the fuck made it.
Who?
Peter Fonda. Yes. Yeah.
A Peter Fonda release that got
Peter
shelved.
Fonda release that he forgot to fucking copyright or something. And it's just public domain now. I'm not fucking playing. And there's never been a proper release of it in full cinematic view. It's like I said, Letterbox, or not Letterbox, 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this movie, man, is fucking nuts. There's no real fucking excitement. What I'm saying, there's no like big over the top fucking scenes. There's a couple, all right, but it's pretty subdued. It all starts off with this girl, and she's at this like facility, like scientific research station, all right, the transfer station. The Idaho Transfer is supposed to be an experiment in teleportation. She's at this place, and her father runs this facility. This one girl, I believe her name was, I think it was Lisa, I think was her name. They've been doing this experiment in teleportation. Well, they have discovered fucking time travel. All right. Not only can they do time, they do time and space. All right. There's a little problem with it, though. They're not letting the fucking government know what's going on. Yeah, because the military will come in like immediately and take his shit over. All right. Also, if you're over the age of 20 and you go through the machine, you fucking die. Like 2 days later, your fucking kidneys hemorrhage and you die pissing blood. Yeah, die a fucking miserable slow death.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, one of the things that's happened is they've sent these young people, and these scientists are gathering up young people. They want like the cream of the crop fucking little young scientists and doctors and botanists and people. Like, little Doogie Howsers that become a doctor at age 16.
Yeah.
Because the world in the future is fucking dead. Like, completely fucking dead. They don't know what happened. They can't figure out what the fuck happened. But in in 2027, like 56 years in their future, the world's fucking dead.
Okay.
And they keep sending these kids to study, is there any life? Is there anything? And about all they can find alive is fucking snakes. Like, the predators were able to keep eating each other and survive it. And the best they can tell is like maybe the world run out of resources, like oil and other shit, just scarcity killed everybody or something. And they call it the echo event. And I don't know if they mean like echo, like as in sound or something, or environmental bullshit. They're getting desperate because they're afraid the military is starting to show interest, and they think the military is going to come in at any minute and close this shit down. In their desperation, they're getting more and more kids, trying to get them into that system, They're getting them used to going, but they're wanting to send them to the future. And they'll be the last hope for humanity. They're so desperate, he brings in his daughter, who was in like a fucking mental institution. She got raped and was in this mental institution like place. And he's so desperate to save her, he brings her. Well, her first mission to the future, her sister takes her like to show her the future. Her sister, where you land is in the middle of like a fucking lava field. Yeah, they're in fucking Idaho. And I can't remember the name of that place, Crater Monument or some name like that. But it's literally the middle of bumfuck nowhere. All right. The sister slips and cracks her fucking head on the lava. And she's barely, her other sister, the one that was kind of fucked up, is barely able to get her back to the time machine. And as they're coming back to the past, right? The rule is that you cannot get outside this fucking barrier. You step past this red line that's literally just tape on the floor, all right? You're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Well, as they're coming through time, the sister fucking like falls right out of the machine, off of it, and rolls across the line. And the last time you see her is her laying face down in like a pile of fucking puke, where she's just fucking dead. All right. The other sister just panics. Says, fuck it, just goes to the future. Just goes to the future and fucking parks. That's just where I'm at. wouldn't even answer letters being sent, but the other kids are bringing letters from her father, and she wouldn't even read them.
Huh.
Yeah. As time goes on, the military's they've discovered what the fuck's going on. The kids at the last minute steal as much as they can fucking get their hands on, take it through the gate. All right, go to the future. The machine gets shut down right behind them. And there's literally like maybe 14, 15 of them. And it's fucked up, dude. I mean, I don't want to give a lot. Well, I might as well just give spoilers. You know what I mean? Folks, if you're interested in this film, and I advise you to go watch it. It's fucking great. You know, skip ahead maybe 10, 20 minutes.
But like what I would do is I would put an annotation at this moment and then at the end of it.
Okay.
To kind of say like if you don't want to hear spoilers, skip from here to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, definitely. If you don't want to hear spoilers, skip ahead. I'll try to leave a number or something, to advise on it. Otherwise, you've been warned.
Yeah.
All right. How can I put it? The girl who was in the mental institution, all right, she kind of perks up on the idea that now she has a purpose, all right? Her life actually has a fucking purpose. It's called become an Eve. Have as many children as you possibly fucking can. Repopulate the earth, all right? And it shows her she's really looking forward to that. Like, to the point where you see it's like driving this fucking boy she's with nuts. A group of them, they separate. They're all headed from this place in Idaho. They're going to head to Portland, Oregon. And I think, the reason I'm thinking they're going to Oregon, it's the remains of a big city. There'd be lots of resources.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
And plus, dude, you get to do great hipster shopping.
Oh, fuck all of that. There would be the great burning.
The great burning of every hot topic there has ever been.
Exactly. Yeah.
Quote Sick Nasty. All right.
Yeah. Fuck. God damn, man. But a group of them take the river, and Karen, the girl, and I can't remember the boy's name. I want to say Tommy or something. They walk overland, and it's kind of like, let's split up a little bit to see what we can find.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they end up waiting like 2 or 3 days waiting for the main group to catch up to them. And they're late. And it's fucked up, dude. When they get there, they've got a young girl, like 15-year-old girl with them. And at first it's like, oh, hot damn, they're survivors, Yeah. And then you find out these are third generation after whatever happened. They're all fucking retarded. Like, motor-wise and mentally. She said that they say they find a group of them and they're living buck naked as wild animals. They literally survive on wild potatoes. And no language, no nothing. And no sense of fucking their surroundings, that they burn anything around them to keep warm. They just destroy to keep going. They pick the one girl because she's the only one that isn't as badly retarded. Their idea was like, she is a little bit there. She's fucking stone cold deaf.
Yeah.
But she's not as dumb as the rest of them, And their hope is that maybe there's some survivors in Portland. And if there's survivors, we'll try to breed her to them. Anything's better than nothing. Well, this is fucked up. The girl at this point, she's talking about, well, that even if the girl's simple-minded, she's smarter than the rest. All you guys need to do like the rest of us, and y'all breed with her as well. She's a human being, it's better than no human beings. Maybe your kids would be smart, because you're smart. And then the other kids tell her, said, we hate to tell you this, every single one of us is sterile, including you.
Duh.
Yeah, and this girl thinks she's pregnant.
Duh.
Yeah. The machine sterilizes you when you go through it. Their idea essentially was to go to the future and hope you can find survivors and maybe coach them.
That's so fucked, dude.
Yeah, and become like, their advisors and shit like that. Yeah. So, I mean, their whole purpose now is not to have babies, it's to try to do breeding experiments with the fucking retarded survivors. And The girl just fucking loses it. She can't deal with this shit. You know, she's losing her fucking mind. She turns, leaves the group, proceeds to walk back like almost a week all by herself. All right. Back to the fucking time machine. Now, the facility's in one spot. The machine is out in this lava field because that was, like I said, the teleport destination.
Yeah.
Well, the idea is that in this future, the original facility building is destroyed, but the receiving station is hidden in this lava field, and at least for 50-something years was never fucked with. All right. Well, there was 3 people left back at the receiving station. A girl had busted her foot, and they were letting her patch up, you know, heal up. And 2 guys were staying with her. And part of the idea was that if they got separated, there's 2 of them, they would do their damnedest to, you know, help her and shit.
Yeah.
The Karen gets back and finds both of these fucking guys dead. All right. The girl that was with them has went like totally fucking insane and attacks her. And there's this whole scene where she's trying to beat her fucking brains out into the rocks. All right. And she like crawls, gets away from her, gets into the time machine, locks the fucking door. It's like a hatch, like a bunker. All right. And it's got this weird bicycle seat thing you sit on. You know, it's a strange way they show it. Girl's beating on the top, and the whole time she's screaming, you know. They were eating everything. And it hints at the idea of what happened to the world. Lack of resources drove people insane. That even this girl fucking went nuts. You know, thought they were running out of food, because by this point, the military had come in and the whole project got shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Karen, all right, she'd already at one point before, way early in the movie, had made a back trip before it all got shut down, tried to talk to her father, and that's when she realized that he'd been grabbed by the military. Well, she makes this fucking jump to get away from this girl and the whole situation. Because the machine, it's dead. When she gets in it, you think she's locked in the box. The fucking time machine's dead. It's not doing shit. And then it starts like coming to life. She jumps back to the past, and there's a fucking military technician eating a sandwich looking at the fucking equipment.
Huh.
Like he's trying to figure out what the fuck this is. How does it work? And he's sitting there eating a sandwich, eating his lunch, just kind of looking at it. And she appears out of nothing. And she says something to him. Now, she's like buck naked, you know. And it kind of freaks him out. He turns and runs, gets his superiors. The machine had been set at a certain time period. They never fucked with it. They always had to keep it tuned to the same fucking spot. Their idea was, we got it to work. We know for a fact that we can get to this point. All right. We don't fuck with the machine because we don't want to fuck it up. What if we fucked it up, couldn't get it tuned back before the military showed up?
Yeah.
Yeah. The girl doesn't have a fucking clue what she's doing. All right. But she goes over, grabs a fucking, like a screwdriver, and starts using shit to just randomly turn the fucking selectors. She wants a different time period.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since she has no weapon with her, this girl knocked this big ass fucking hunting knife out of her hand. She carries this big screwdriver back with her, like as a weapon. Well, she arrives back in the machine. She comes out of the machine and looks around. That girl's gone. All the shit that was on the ground, like these metal thermos container things, are almost rotted away. Like it's been 100 years, you know, or more. She looks like in the other side of the machine, the other receiving station, and it's rotten. It's gone. It's been left open. And it's fucked up. I mean, this is fucked. She wanders out, and she still hopes that she's pregnant. You know, there's the whole question, is she or isn't she? And she's wandering off, and it shows her with no fucking clothes, really, in fucking, like, Idaho snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. She arrives in the winter. And wandering off, and there's this scene at the very end. Dude, this is a fucking Soylent Green level ending. Okay? She comes up to a road, and she just fucking collapses. Like, this is it. I'm dead. You know, I'm fucking dead. A car pulls up. All right? And a man gets out, and he's dressed in like futuristic, you know, that 70s futuristic look of a silver kind of outfit. And he picks her up, and he walks over to the back of the car, opens the trunk. And he sets her into the trunk, closes it, gets back in, and just as they're driving off, right, you hear her fucking screaming in the trunk. It switches to a little boy in the back seat who's like looking at her screwdriver like this weird artifact.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to think of it. And it's a family. You know, the fucking daughter, the son, the classic nuclear family.
Yeah.
All right. Driving down the road, and the little boy is not phased that much, it don't look like. And he says, what happens when we run out of them? And he's like, oh, we'll find something else. And he says, what if we use each other? You know, the boy's looking at this. She went to a fucking world in the future. All right. I can only think of two fucking things that happened. The kids that went through survived. Okay. And they were able to breed.
Yeah.
They bred the retards, perhaps. Somebody fucking come up from it. Or the more obvious thing to me, maybe the military got it working at some point. Or the elite fucking lived in their bunkers. You know, they went down in their vaults and after 100 years come back up. And we're using what's left of the survivors as fuel. And it says so much for fucking society, dude. It's at that last moment you realize what the thrust of the whole goddamn movie is. And it's literally the whole idea that the classic American lifestyle, consumes people as fuel. I mean, think about it. Just the rich, the elite above us, we are literally nothing but logs to be thrown into a furnace that moves them down the fucking road to greener pastures. And the movie, like I said, dude, it is a severe kick in the fucking nuts. Because I did not see that shit coming.
No, I wouldn't have. Like, the way you told it.
Well, I wish I could tell it better. I wish I was a better storyteller, but...
I don't know, you kept me captivated pretty fucking well.
Dude, the movie, there's no real fighting. The only fight is the fight between those two girls, and you see the two dead bodies, you know? But it's like, we get this chance, you know, oh shit, things are bad. We have a chance. Oh my fucking God, the chance is breeding retards?
Yeah.
This is the best hope we have? And then at the end, no, the elite survived it and they're still consuming the thing that killed the earth, and they still do it. I also realized at the end, I was like, holy shit, this is a retelling of the fucking Morlocks and the Eloi.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie it's beautiful. I wish they would do a proper release of it, because none of these actors ever went famous. They were all like fucking local Idaho people that made this movie. And oh my God.
Crazy, dude.
It's fucking nuts. And dude, this movie needs to be like, this fucking movie needs to be preserved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This movie needs to be seen. Why the fuck had I not heard of this?
Where did you even find it at?
YouTube. You can find it all over fucking
YouTube. What?
I was looking at some sci-fi bullshit, and I found a link, and it sounds ridiculous, but I found a link to a Wikipedia page. It was like a list of apocalyptic movies. And all right, I want to watch me a motherfucking movie, you know?
Fuck
I love me some apocalypse movies, you know?
Dude, I had to stop playing Mad Max for a while.
Yeah, the depression hits from it.
I was actually driving to Jackson. This happened twice.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just after you get out of Bradford,
mm-hmm.
and you know the Hilltop gas station,
mm-hmm.
how it was just pretty much like straight road from then on, and you kind of like you peak there and you come back over.
Yeah.
As I was peaking coming back over, I could have like in my head,
mm-hmm.
Like it split from reality for a second,
mm-hmm.
and my imagination painted a mushroom cloud coming up over the tree line,
mm-hmm.
and I had to like calm my breath.
Yeah.
Like, because I almost went into a panic attack.
I know exactly what you're saying, because I've been in places and thought of that.
Yeah.
Like the time I passed through Los Angeles, I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there. I'm like, cause I've seen this fucking city destroyed in too many movies.
Yeah. But I assume, like that happened to me twice.
We'll go across the bridge. When I go across the bridge in Memphis, or go across that one, was it in, oh fuck. Man, it's in Lake County. You know what I'm talking about. I think Lake County.
The one going in toward...
Go to Arkansas.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Those two bridges, I know for a fact that they're fucking first order targets. I've seen the fucking order that shit would
hit. Dude, that bridge going over into Missouri before you get to Arkansas, that one sucks dick to go over.
Yeah, but it's a first order target. Yeah, all the fucking Mississippi River bridges are first order.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say maybe let's call it 1.5. First, they would come after all the fucking ICBM sites, all the fucking sub bases, military bases, other shit like that, and fucking nuclear facilities. Yeah, and that would be definitely first order. Then you have all transportation routes, hubs, things like that, railroad bridges, anything. The Mississippi River is just going to get split.
Yeah,
you know.
But
we used to talk about there. You're going towards Jackson. Don't worry about Jackson. Jackson's more like a 3.5, fourth order.
Yeah, but still, it wasn't like that worry or wondering like when in what sensation it would be hit by a nuke.
Yeah, but I have thought of that shit.
Yeah,
I've actually looked at our surroundings.
My thing was, like, I thought I just played, and like it hasn't happened since, and I've taken some pretty long drives since then. But like, I had to put down post-apocalyptic games. That's
what I was talking about the depression, the movies.
Yeah,
the books and movies. For years, I've read this shit, and there's been times I've backed away because, like me, figuring out the order of how would shit get hit.
Yeah,
you know, when I found out, like, well, Jackson ain't gonna be too much of a problem, but definitely Memphis. Definitely St. Louis, and you know what? Paducah's a second order. It's a huge transportation area for the river, and it just
it's a huge shipping hub for the inland United States.
Yeah, and it's really motherfucking close.
Yeah, it's for like 45 minutes, 50 minutes away.
Yeah, and
riverfront, I can probably get you there in an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
yeah.
And the only saving grace we have is that the wind currents would carry the fallout of that shit slightly to the east of us.
Yeah.
Slightly. But yeah, anyway. I know what you're saying. But I found that movie in a whole fucking list, like on Wikipedia, of post-apocalyptic movies. And it was something about the name. You know, Idaho Transfer. And I'm like,
LOL?
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Open it up, and it basically, you know, I'm looking at just a time travel film. See, I never spoil shit for myself when I'm reading, like,
the synopsis. Yeah,
I'll read like the first little top part and then stop.
You want there to be at least like the or wish they would write on Wikipedia what was on the back of the box.
Yeah,
like for VHS tapes, like when you went to go and rent them.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, it's a boy and his dog plays basketball. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, Air Bud. I want that hour and a half fucking back, too. You know how drunk I was during Air Bud?
Oh, God. Dude, you know how sober and a kid I was?
I was really drunk. It's one of the times where I'm too drunk to turn fuck channel. I don't give a fuck. This movie sucks. But, yeah, like I said, go look this up. You can get a copy on YouTube. And it's public domain, and
that's so crazy to me. Like I'll probably I might watch it here in the next couple of days to give it a watch because that sounds interesting as fuck.
It really is. Now I'm not saying that the acting's fucking great. It's grainy as shit. It's an old film that they did a piss poor job of copying, and the sound is really fucking bad. At least in the copy that I got
watched,
to. Yeah. There's a few times I'd have to like turn it way the hell up to hear what they're saying. But fuck it, that movie made up for it. This motherfucking movie deserves a restoration project, a proper fucking like Criterion class release. And it's funny, I looked up reviews. All right, you can find the movie all over YouTube. There's like one jackass that reviews it, and they don't fucking know what they're talking about. They're fucking retards. You know, they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. And I couldn't even watch their whole fucking review. I mean, when they get to the point of like How many gummy bears do I give this movie? I'm like, I am so the fuck out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking neck beards. But anyway, there's like, nobody really talks about it. You go look it up on IMDb. There's a few threads and that's it. And I'm surprised. I'm like, this is a hidden fucking gem of a movie.
How many gummy bears you rate something?
Yeah. That's the only review I found. Like on YouTube.
Like, I'm not gonna get off into arbitrary rating systems, but Jesus fucking dick loving Christ.
Yeah, just a group of guys that don't know their head from their fucking ass. You know, this movie's boring. It's got bad acting. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Bad acting. All right, bad fucking video quality, bad sound. I'll admit it's got all of that at points, but you know what?
You watch it for the story.
Yeah, sometimes story trumps every fucking thing.
It has to be a fantastic story to be able to do that.
Yeah, and this has it. Yeah. Now I'm sorry, you're gonna have to be smarter than the average bear probably to see this, but unless you're a complete mouth breathing retard, this is a good fucking movie, and I am fucking shocked that I've never heard of it.
Like, it's not for your average, everyday, I'm going to watch a Michael Bay film.
Oh, yeah. Now, that's the thing I'm afraid of. What if somebody got in their head to remake this movie?
Explosions?
Oh, my fucking God. I can't imagine how bad they would fuck that up.
Explosions. It would be like if they tried to remake Soylent Green today.
Yeah. And, yeah.
Like it would lose its you know...
Yeah.
It's kicking the balls about consumerism.
Yeah, its teeth. They would definitely lose its teeth. Soylent Green, this movie, you leave them the fuck alone. You don't need to touch them.
It's just a remastering process.
Yeah. That's really what they need to do. Somebody needs to find a proper
film stock copy.
Yeah, early print of this and restore it best you can. And I don't know, man. I fucking thoroughly enjoyed the shit out of it.
Sounds like you did.
Yeah. I haven't enjoyed a movie this much since I saw fucking Mr. Nobody. I don't know if you know the one I'm talking about. It's about an old man who shows him both as a child and then in the future as an old fucking man.
No, I don't think I've seen that one either.
And I'm not giving it away, but if you get a chance, go look up Mr. Nobody. It's a long fucking film, confusing as fuck. You will not know what the fuck's going on in this movie.
The first time around.
You won't have a fucking clue until the last 5 minutes. And in the last 5 minutes, the whole goddamn movie will make sense and kick you in the face. Like, with its fucking, like, the power of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, boom! Now I fucking get it. Same way, Soylent Green, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, get off your ass, folks, and go watch this movie.
And watch WrestleMania, or don't. I don't fucking care.
I assure you, this movie's much better than WrestleMania.
Go and watch a better WrestleMania. Go watch my favorite WrestleMania pick of all time, WrestleMania 19. Don't watch this WrestleMania. Don't watch it. Turn it off before the last hour.
You know what I keep expecting someday?
What?
That they're going to do some fucking thing where WrestleMania will come out, but they're going to do a halfway through the year thing around Halloween, and they're going to call it like Transylvania.
They used to have something in WCW called Halloween Havoc.
All right, fuck it, never mind.
Yeah, like any wrestling gimmick, like you can think of trying to like out stupid wrestling. They've done it. What if
there's a bumper sticker? You can't out stupid wrestling.
What if we had a dentist who was a bad guy? They did it.
Steve Martin show up?
No,
doing the fucking, you know what I'm talking about?
It was the guy who's Kane now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The dentist.
I think it was called the Dastardly Dentist or some shit like that. This is an organization that had the gobbledygooker.
Yeah. And what was the Stormtrooper helmet guy?
The Shockmaster?
Shockmaster. Which, dude,
he was also the same white dude was also Akeem the African Dream.
Dude.
White dude called Akeem the African Dream. Let it sink in. Go look it up later.
Now, if he was a South African, I could see.
No,
if he played like a boar.
He was like a Southern dude.
Oh my god.
Akeem the African Dream.
Think about it. What would be the finishing move of the Shockmaster?
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink?
Exactly.
Or all in the stink, if you really want to be a shock master. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up before I get angry again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this has been another fine Picklestick production of the Generation Gap podcast. I've been Lunchbox.
And I'm Gleek.
We'll see you guys next time.